yes, yes, yes. All right, here we go with listing presentation number 2. Let's do this. All right. Lady that lives here is crazy. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Come on in.
How you doing, Kendra?
I'm doing great. Don't mind the poochies.
Are you excited about moving to Utah?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Would it be okay if I give myself a quick tour?
Sure.
Wow, the place is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
Very good taste.
Thank you.
I would decorate it exactly the same way myself.
I love interior design. I love decorating.
If I lived here. So if it's okay, let's use the kitchen table so we can lay everything out.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. Absolutely.
All right.
Any water or anything?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
Let's go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna have you sit right here.
Okay.
Okay.
This one right here?
Yes. And I'm gonna sit next to you right over here. And then we'll make this happen.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Kendra, let's talk about getting you to Utah.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Now, the first thing I'd like to do is review your situation and what's important to you about making this move. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So, as we discussed on the phone before we set this appointment, you are planning on moving to Utah, to Salt Lake City.
Yes.
It's very exciting, and this is for your new job.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. And you said that you actually have to be there within the next 60 days.
Yes,
That's
I
coming
know.
up. Yeah,
I know.
it's coming up pretty quick. So your hopes is to be out of here basically by the end of December and get started in your new position in Utah by the beginning of next year.
Correct.
Okay. And you told me that your estimated home value, what you would like to sell your home for, is $530,000 estimated.
Correct.
Okay. And with that, if you don't have any other questions for me, we can proceed with the presentation.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right. Now, I have 3 bottom line questions for you. You ready?
Think so.
All right. Number 1, are you definitely ready to sell your property?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's all right, right?
Yes.
Number 2, will you price it where it will sell, or are you okay if it just sits on the market?
Well, obviously, I want to price it to sell. Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, and most important, Kendra, do you want me to get it sold for you?
Of course, that's why I hired you.
All right. Well, Kendra, the purpose of our meeting today is twofold. Number 1 is for me to provide you with some very important information about what it's going to take to get your home sold for top dollar so we can get you to Utah by the beginning of next year. Right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right. Number 2 is for us to decide today if the right thing for you is to partner with me in the sale of your home. Does that sound fair enough?
Absolutely.
Okay. And whether you decide to hire me or not, I hope it will become clear through our meeting that my commitment is to help you get what you want. If I can't help you, I'm going to let you know today, because I'm not interested in just getting a listing. I'm very interested in helping you get to Utah, because that's what you want, right?
Correct.
Then we're on the same page. All right? Now, there's really one key item for us to address today, and that is to determine the right price to set on your home that will cause it to sell. Right?
Okay.
Because obviously, you don't want to put it on the market and have it not sell, right?
Right.
All right, here's what I'll do. As soon as you decide to hire me, I'm going to do everything it takes through my action plan to get your home sold, or to get your home exposed to all the qualified buyers in the market, because that's the kind of exposure you want, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, there's really one key item today that we need to address, and that is to establish the right price that will make those qualified buyers excited about your house when they see it. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, in preparing for our meeting, I did a thorough market study for your home, also known as a comparative market analysis. Are you familiar with this?
I've heard of them before, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, the comparative market analysis has three main parts. Okay. First are active listings. All right. This is your competition. I call this dreamland. Okay? Because it's what people want to get for their homes, but you don't know what it's actually going to sell for, right?
True.
Right. Second are expired listings. You know what these are?
Listings that didn't sell?
That's right. They're homes that didn't sell at all.
Okay.
I call this Neverland.
That's funny. Clever.
Right? Because you never want to be here, right?
Of course not.
Last are the sold homes. All right? That's the closed listings here. This is reality. Because it tells us what homes are actually going for in this market. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this is where we're going to focus today. In reality, in the sold homes.
Okay.
Because obviously, in which of these, in order to get you to Utah by the beginning of next year, in which of these three categories do we want your home to end up?
In the reality stage.
In reality, right? Okay. So the purpose of the market study is to provide you the value of your home. First, as buyers will look at it, and second, as an appraiser will look at it. I'm sure you can understand why that's important, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. First, the appraiser, because that's who the lender is going to hire in order to determine the value of your home based on what comparable homes are actually selling for, which is what buyers are actually paying now. Okay? Second, to make sure that we price your home in a way that will make it attractive to buyers. Because is a buyer only going to look at your home, or are they going to shop around and compare your house with others?
Shop around.
Obviously, right? They're
Yeah.
going to be shopping around. So as they are shopping around looking at houses, what do you think they are comparing?
I mean, I think that they're looking at location. I'm sure that's a big part of it. You know, some people are very particular on floor plan, upgrades.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
Location, floor plan, upgrades. So they're comparing those different features such as quality, condition, location, and they're also comparing the price, right?
Right.
All right. So are you ready to take a look?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to pull out the CMA I did for you. And we're going to turn here to our comparables. All right, so this one here is where it says subject. This is actually your property.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to be using the data here under the subject to compare with the comparables on the CMA.
Okay.
All right. So the first one that we're going to look at here is going to be 18164 North 63rd. Okay. So if you come across here, notice how many bedrooms?
4, just like mine.
4. Yep. How many baths?
2.
Right. So it has a half bath less than your home. How many square feet?
2830, so it's a little shy.
Yeah, pretty shy, right?
Minus, yeah.
And then what year was it built?
In 98.
98. So this is a pretty good comparison, right?
Yeah.
So it's also a 4-bed, 2-bath, and roughly the same square footage.
Right.
Okay. So what was their price?
It was $497,750.
$497,750.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, notice how long on the market?
Wow, 96 days.
96 days. So how's that going to work in getting you to Utah by the end of December?
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not going to work, right?
No.
Okay. So the next comparable home here is 6807 West McKnight. All right. So notice how many bedrooms?
It's one more than mine.
One more. So it's a 5-bedroom, right?
Yeah.
How many baths?
3.5.
3.5. What's the square feet?
2,800.
And what year was it built?
75.
So it's a lot older home than
Yeah.
what you have, right?
Right.
However, it does have the extra bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a little trick here because it has less square footage. So it's a smaller home with an extra bedroom,
Right.
right? What was
It
their
is-
price?
It is a bigger lot too.
It's a much bigger lot.
Yeah.
The lot is huge. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
10,000 square feet bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Notice what was their price?
574,900.
574.9.
Yeah.
How many days on the market?
125.
Yeah, that's not going to work for us, right?
No.
125 days. But just so you know, this home does have more value than yours. And the reason for that, even though yours has more square footage, is this home has been, it has that larger lot size, that's 10,000 square feet bigger, and they've done pretty much maximize that lot size with branding landscaping. It's absolutely beautiful. So it does have a little bit more value than yours in that aspect. So even though it is a little bit older than the home, the landscaping, they went above and beyond. It's a very nice place. And also it does have that extra bedroom, which bumps up the...
And upgrades?
Yes, and the upgrades. All right. Now the next comparable here is going to be 6539 West Schmidt. So notice how many bedrooms?
4.
How many baths?
3.
What's the
31.
square feet?
3164.
And what year was it built?
97.
97, right?
Yeah.
So this is also a very good comparable to your house.
Right.
Right? So it's also 4-bedroom. It has an extra bath, but it was built in the same year, and it's pretty much the same square footage.
Right.
Right? So notice what was their price?
505.
505.
Yeah.
Huh? And how many days on the market?
164.
164 days. So this home actually ended up selling for, it closed at 500, 499.9. Okay. However, it sat for 164 days. So how's that going to work for getting you to Utah in your time period?
Yeah,
Not going to work, right?
no.
But your home is actually a lot nicer than this house, okay? Because you've gone through and done all of the recent renovations to the kitchen, the bathrooms, you redid the
A
flooring,
lot of money went into that.
lots of money, and you've done all the landscaping on the outside. So your home is actually valued much higher than this one, because they
Good.
basically have not done much to it.
Okay.
So I know that price point might scare you a little bit, but don't be too frightened, all right? We're gonna look at one more comparable here. All right, so again, the subject property is yours, and that's in the far left lane, or left column here. And the next comparable we're gonna look at, since this one is an expired house, is gonna be this one here, all right? So this is 6347 West Bluefield. Notice how many bedrooms?
4.
4. How many baths?
3.
3. And what's the square footage?
56.
So a little bit bigger than, or a little bit smaller than what ours,
Yeah.
right? But it has a little bit bigger of a lot,
Yeah.
okay? And what year was it built?
99.
1999. Okay, so roughly the same size, or same
2
year.
years newer.
Yeah.
That's it.
So this again is another really good comparable to your house, right? Notice their price,
530.
$530. Significantly higher than the last one we just looked at, right? And how long was this one on the market?
99.
99 days. All right, it's still not going to work for getting you to Utah by the end of December,
Yeah.
right? But they did list it at 545 initially, and ended up selling for 530. Okay, so again, your home is still nicer than this house, and this one sold at 530. Okay, so in looking at this house, and we can go through the detailed analysis here if we need to, but in looking at this house, it doesn't have the renovations that you've done to yours all throughout the home. Okay, so you again have done the upgraded kitchen, you've done the flooring, you've done pretty much everything that you can do to a house to renovate it, this is missing a lot of that internal stuff.
Okay.
But they have done the renovations to the outside. The landscaping is very nice on this house. So that justifies the higher price point. Okay.
Okay.
Does that all make sense?
Yep.
All right. So based on what the market is telling us, what price do you feel will make buyers excited about choosing your property over a competition?
Well, after looking at all that, well, you said that mine's nicer than the $530,000 one that sold, so I would say maybe 540.
540?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a fair number?
Well, actually, after looking at your place and based off what the market is telling us, I'm suggesting that we list the house for $550,000.
Even better.
Right?
Now you're speaking my language.
And I'm sure you can see why that's the right price.
Yes.
Okay. Because that's actually going to get you the best price in the best time possible in this market. So we can get you to Utah by the beginning of next year. Won't that be exciting?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Any questions about anything we've covered so far?
No.
Okay. So moving along here, we're going to look at the net sheet. All right. So the net sheet basically covers all the costs associated with the sale of your home and how much that you're actually going to walk away with at the sale of the house.
Okay.
Okay? That's something you'd like to know, correct?
Of course.
Okay. All right. So these here are basically all the standard costs and fees associated with for sellers.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on any of this? So if you look here, the selling price that we decided upon was going to be $550,000. All right. And then the estimated closing date, or based on the selling price of $550,000 and an estimated closing date of December 30th, this would be your total estimated dollar amount at the end of the sale
Okay.
and after your tax escrow return.
And that's because of all the fees that you have to pay?
Correct.
Okay.
Any questions on any of that?
No.
No? Okay. So, Kendra, is this a number you could live with?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm good with that.
Great. All right. Well, so we'll get on the market at the $550,000, which we agree is the right price, correct? Okay. Well, I'm ready for you to put me to work. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
For the next step?
Yes.
Okay. Can I lay out for you what's going to happen next?
Yes, please do.
All right, here are the highlights. First, we want to make sure that your home shows at its best, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire a stager to come in here and basically let us know how to best stage the home for buyers to come in, okay?
Okay.
Or for buyers to come in and get the best feel for when they enter the house. Because you want to make a buyer feel at home in your house, which is kind of tough to do sometimes.
HGTV, whatever style.
Right. Okay. Second is to, I'll be preparing all the marketing for your home immediately and launching my pre-marketing campaign.
Okay.
All right?
What does that include? Like your marketing, do you use social media or how do you typically?
Because you did want us to get the most exposure to the market as fast as possible, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Next, we will launch our exclusive 10-day marketing blitz to answer your question.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Your property will be marketed to every potential buyer out there and promoted to every licensed realtor and their buyers through the multiple listing service.
Okay.
Plus, I have it syndicated to over 5,200 real estate websites, including all the major ones buyers go to online.
Okay.
I'm sure you can understand how that kind of internet exposure is important for you, right?
Yes. So the Zillow part of that?
Yeah, so we're talking Zillow, we're talking Trulia, Realtor.com, all of the major ones that buyers go to online. Okay? Because you did want me to get you the right exposure that will get us the right buyers, correct? Awesome, because that's exactly what you're going to get with me. And with that exposure, assuming the market responds as we expect, we'll be getting lots of buyer traffic. I'll be following up with all of that, which will then get us the best offers. Then, I'll be negotiating all offers we get to ultimately get your home sold for top dollar and get you to Utah by the end of December.
By the end of December, yes, at the latest.
Are you ready for that?
Yes.
All right, great. All right, so are you ready to start packing?
No.
Well, I don't need today.
Okay, good.
But
Then
you
yes.
gotta get ready soon, okay?
Well, you know, I know.
Because we're gonna sell this
I
thing
have to.
fast.
One thing at a time. I was mentally prepared.
Any questions before you're ready to let me help you make this move happen so we can get you to Utah?
No, I think you've covered everything. I mean, I'm sure questions will come up, and I'll just harass you when they do.
Okay.
Till then, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, with that said, I'm gonna have you initial right here and right here on the CMA and the net sheet. And then we'll take care of the rest of the paperwork and I'll get to work.
Perfect.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Woohoo!
Let's do it.